You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's JPA here. In today's video I'm going to be discussing Rangers' trip to Kilmarnock tomorrow. If you're new to the video, or the channel rather, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button as well, and we'll get straight into this video. So Kilmarnock versus Rangers tomorrow, Rugby Park. That's a 12 noon kick-off, available on Sky Sports. You'll obviously get on Rangers TV as well. So, I'm not going to try and play this down. This is a really big game for Rangers. I seen a stat earlier today which I couldn't quite believe, but when you kind of think back on it, it kind of probably rings true. We've only won there once in the last 8 visits to Rugby Park. That's quite a shocking statistic. I'm trying to think of the actual time where we did beat them. I think it might have been in the League Cup where we beat them fairly comfortable. I think it was like 3-0 or something. Morelos got a hat-trick if I can remember rightly. But on the whole, we've not been good enough there. Obviously there's another plastic pitch that we're going to have to contend with, but I'm not wanting to make any excuses. We're going to have to come quickly out the gates and really fire a number of shots at them. Obviously they're going to be very defensively sound, they're going to be very organised, they're going to be really up for this one. They remind me of Livingston and Motherwell, the way they kind of defend very deep, although I kind of contradict myself rather that Motherwell didn't really play like that the last time we played them. But in particular Livingston, they've got this core defensive unit that works so hard for each other, and they might not be the best football players, but they're just so solid defensively when they all do their job together, and they can still carry a goal threat up front as well. Looking at their last result, they obviously lost to Hibs, which wasn't a great result. But if you look even further back, towards the start of the season, they did play Celtic on their own ground and they did get a draw at them. I remember watching most of that game, and Celtic weren't particularly good that day. So it just goes to show that they do kind of tend to turn up for these big games against the likes of Celtic and Rangers, and they really put their all into the game. And I feel it's like a kind of like a scalp for these teams, these smaller teams, to beat us or just take points off us, which is kind of frustrating. But it's going to happen. We know it's going to happen, so we're going to have to be ready for it. We're not going to have any excuses. It's also a massive opportunity for us as well, with Celtic playing in the Cup this week, to get another couple of points on the board, ideally 3. If we win this game, we're 9 points in front, and that's a given. We'll go into the next game. I think it's Hamilton next week, and hopefully we can really push on before this international break and get a really good lead over Celtic. If you look at our team, the only injury we've really got is Katic. Balogun's being managed, which kind of means his minutes are being managed, and he'll probably drop out for this game, I'd imagine. Helander will probably come back in for this, which I've got slight issues with. I know he's had a couple of bad games on this surface. Not just this surface, the Livingston one as well. He didn't play particularly well. But the thing with Helander, his positioning is really good. So as long as he gets his positioning right, he'll be okay. If he gets beat for pace, then he's pretty much screwed in that aspect. But if he gets his positioning right, which he normally does 9 times out of 10 rather, then I'm sure he'll be fine. Morelos and Jack had slight knocks, a little bit doubts for them. They're going to be assessed. I'd imagine none of them are going to drop out. They'll be at least on the bench. They'll be involved in the squad, I'd imagine. I can probably even see Morelos starting this game. But if no, we've got so many options up front right now. If you look at there, Morelos started the other night. No, sorry, he didn't start the other night. He came on the other night and scored. A couple of days ago, Roof came on, scored. Defoe started, scored. So we've got so many options, and these strikers that can just come in and do a job for us, which is obviously great. We've still got Itten in there to come in. So there's a number of options up front for us. I'm backing Morelos to do well in this game if he is obviously fit. And that's pretty much for injuries and stuff. Going to the prediction now. My prediction, I'm going to go for a win, but I think it's going to be really tight. I'm going to go Kilmarnock 0, Rangers 1. Goal scorer, I'm going to go for Connor Goldson. I think it'll come from a set piece. I kind of see us getting many opportunities to score in open play with this tight defence at Kilmarnock, so that's the reason I'm going to go for that. I tried to set the WhatsApp group, only one person got involved in it, which was Scott Casel, so thanks to you. Hopefully we can get more people involved in that, and I'll talk a wee bit more at the end of this video. But Scott Casel's getting me inside with his prediction, 3-0, hopefully Jones will start. Kind of agree with that. I really want to see Jones with his pace in behind him, and he's obviously used to this pitch, so it could come in kind of handy. But if Jones doesn't play, we've got other players, we've got Aribo, Hadji. So I'm not really sure what's happening with Zungu yet. I don't think he's quite up to the pace. He's obviously still training just now. A wee bit behind in match fitness, so I don't expect to see him. We might see him on the bench at some point, but I can't see him starting this game at all. So I'm going to wrap the video up. Obviously I was talking there about the WhatsApp. If you want to get involved, I will put my number up again. Just text me, tell me who you are, and I'll add you to the group. As I say, so far it's only Scott, and I really thank him for getting involved. And it's not just about the videos. If you want to talk about anything else Rangers related, then obviously that's what the WhatsApp group's there for. You can share memes and whatever, share funny photos and that as well. So I'm not really too fussed. I've not really got any boundaries on that. I'm no big on like the religious aspect to Rangers and the political side and all that kind of stuff. But if you want to put stuff like that, go ahead. I don't really take offence to much, to be honest. And that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, hang on. Almost forgot, this is quite an important thing. There was a couple of deaths today to talk about, which is quite unfortunate, and I'm not talking about Sean Connery, which was obviously a sad and tragic thing at the age of 90, but also one of our ex-players, Marius Zaliukas, who played most of his football for Hearts in Scottish football, but he did make 24 appearances for us in the 2014-2015 season, scoring 2 goals. He died at 36 years of age of a suspected heart attack at his home. Now 36 is far too young to be dying for any person, whether you played for Hearts, Rangers, Celtic, whoever. It's very, very sad to hear that. 36 is quite shocking because that's the age I turn in a couple of weeks' time, so that's quite worrying that that's happened. So I really pass my condolences on to Marius Zaliukas' family. Sorry to hear that, and obviously Sean Connery as well, he was obviously a Rangers fan as well. Yeah, I'm going to wrap the video up now, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.